Hello everybody, welcome, my name is Rubydung, welcome to today's episode. As you can see, I'm over here at the main base. I have a little bit of a pigman infestation. That is because I've been AFKing at the gold farm, just been trying to get some rotten flesh for trading, and also I want some gold as well, just because gold's really good for trading as well. It doesn't hurt to wind up getting a whole bunch of that kind of stuff, and whenever I AFK at the pigman farm, there's like a billion pigmen that always wind up invading my base. I got quite a bit of gold as well. I already dropped the rotten flesh off. But in today's episode, well, before it, I guess technically, I did have a bit of a problem that I should notify you guys of. So, while I was AFKing at the pigman farm, so I've been doing this for a few weeks now because it's just very good for rotten flesh. Like, for example, if I come all the way over here, you're going to see I have a whole bunch of rotten flesh here and here. That's just because, well, I think that's what I've gotten from the last two sessions of AFKing, and I'm not sure. And I also want to throw these in here. But, of important note is that while I was AFKing, there was a bit of a problem. Let me go into the bigger view here. While I was AFKing, I encountered a problem. While I was AFKing, there was a crash. I think there was a power outage while I was out. I came back from my thing, and I saw that the power was out just everywhere. Like, it was completely out. Went to my computer, obviously, computer was out. Whenever the power came back and everything was booted up, my world was gone. It was just completely gone. And I was like, that is a huge problem. But as you will notice if I walk around here a little bit, that is I still have things around this world. Matter of fact, I did that last episode, so that is perfectly fine. I didn't lose any level stuff, but I did encounter a separate problem where I was capable of importing everything from the actual crash. Everything was perfectly fine. There was nothing to worry about except for one thing. I knew that from crashes, because I've had a world crash before, but I knew from world crashes, typically anything linked to player data gets deleted. So basically, I would have just lost my player data. And if I open my thing here, that was completely true. Like, I lost my inventory. But, if you see here, I had my complete inventory. That is because, while AFK, I typically put everything in a chest. So, I didn't have to worry about losing anything here then, because I didn't have anything in my inventory. I was completely fine. Well, there was one thing that I did have in terms of player inventory. I was forgetting about ender chests. I did keep stuff in my ender chest. Matter of fact, I kind of kept something very important in my ender chest. If you'll notice, right now, it's just silk touch picks that I have in this chest over here. Every other pick that I had in this world, like a bunch of the fortune picks and stuff, gone. Completely deleted. Those are gone forever now. Because I decided to keep picks that I was wanting to do additional enchantments on in that chest. So I really, in reality, from this crash, just lost probably like I think I had about 15 fortune picks in there or something like that. But I'm distraught about that. I don't like that, but I'm not gonna go doing anything cheatsy. A crash is a crash. It was during a perfectly fine time. I have world backups, and I don't think I want to revert to a world backup just for a few picks. So my world did crash, I did lose some stuff, but no progress in the world, literally just a few picks, and I'm fine with that. But either way, I do have some stuff I am needing to do around the base, and I am planning on doing a small update to a much older part of the base. So there is the iron farm going all the way up here, and there is some stuff about it that I am wanting to change. So I need to come all the way up here. Get like this, get here, and then I am going to need to remove a few blocks here so I can begin implementing what I am wanting. So, let me mine out these parts here. I'm gonna have to put back in the trapdoors. Also, if I jump down here, I got all these missing texture blocks. These are just wooden slabs. Don't worry about it. Oh man, this base is something. My base is made from missing textures. But as I get all the way up here, what my goal here is that I am wanting to replace all of this water that I have here, because previously the only way to actually do a part of this space that I was wanting to get all of the iron flowing to the actual system was by introducing water flows. But, as you can imagine, that isn't amazing. Matter of fact, it has proven to be, not problematic, but, definitely unoptimal. So, what I'm wanting to do here is begin getting rid of all of this and just implement instead what I'm thinking will be much better is just going to be a whole ton of hoppers. Now, it's going to be significantly more expensive resource-wise, but I believe that this is going to wind up having not only much better, but the other iron farm that I am implementing, I'm going to be probably using hoppers for that as well. So I'll be able to just integrate that in, because of despawn times, I think is just going to wind up working much better. So I'm just going to quickly get rid of all of these things, because the signs do need to be moved up by one regardless. Well, not regardless, but I am going to be implementing hoppers down here, so the signs need to go up by one, so that way there is more block room for the actual hoppers. So I'm just going to begin laying the hoppers in for this area, and then I'll be back with you guys here in a second. Alright, after a little bit of finagling, I have gotten all the hoppers in along with the lava. The lava's a bit weird, but it does work. So a iron golem is occupies a 2x2 space, and there is no 2x2 space in here that is not occupied by at least a single thing of lava. Now, there's 1x1s, which I'm perfectly fine with, because that means I can just jump around, so I don't really care. So this is perfectly fine to me. So now what I just have to do is, first off, I have to repair all the damages that I did to this area, in which case, I'm going to have to, like, cause even more damages so I can fix them. Like, for example, boom, there we go. That's one thing, repaired, mostly. So now what I have to do is put some trapdoors here, and I don't think I have any in my inventory now. No, I need to go grab those. But what I want to do now is break out these. So I'm wanting to replace all of this water. Hey, look, an iron golem's burning. Also, with this new system, I can just walk underneath the lava. So in the event I need to come in here and make sure everything's perfectly fine, I absolutely can. I've already gotten a little bit of iron from this just while building it. I believe this is going to give me some more. Hey, look at that. So what I just simply need to do now is walk along the bottom here and make sure that there is a full thing of hoppers going below. Also, with this, I can now be able to light this up, because previously I couldn't light it up because there was ice, and I didn't want the ice to melt. Matter of fact, it was extremely dangerous for me to let my ice melt, because if I let the ice melt, I wouldn't be able to get it back in the day. So I'm going to leave the ice here, but just because I don't feel like getting rid of it, I don't think there's much of a reason to. So I'm just going to wind up putting some hoppers over it and providing light in here, because I'm sure mobs spawn in here all the time. Like, all the time. I'm sure it happens constantly. Alright, I have now put the full length of hoppers in, but I need to do a little bit of a test now. I need to go one by one here to make sure that all of the hoppers are properly functioning. So I put that in. These are going to wind up filing out, so I need to go in one by one and make sure that every single one of these hoppers is facing the proper direction now, and that they're basically not pooling in a single area. The reason why I'm doing this is I've already done this test, and they're not going to the main chest, so they're getting stuck somewhere. So I need to figure out where they're getting stuck at, and make sure that they get unstuck. So I'm just going to have to walk down this line one by one for every single one of these hoppers, and I'll be back with you guys, hopefully, where I'm finding that they are stuck at, or hopefully that they're just not stuck at all and I made a mistake. Alright, I found where they're stuck at, and this is the stupidest place I should have suspected. It's in the corner. I just simply connected it to this block instead of connecting it to the proper one. So, put this back in here, boom, drop those in, and they should be filing all the way back to the main system, in which, all the way over here. So I'm going to jump down to the main chest and hopefully finds that everything is filing into there nice and properly. Alright, everything nice and checked, and it's fully operational. They're all filing into this chest, which means now I can begin constructing the system for where the actual iron filings will be where the iron will be filing from in the actual future, because I'm going to need a chain of hoppers basically going all the way from, why am I going this direction? I should be going this direction. I guess it doesn't matter which way I get there, but I just need to get a little bit of a view from the roof here, in which case you'll notice that on this side there is where the thing is. So if I wanted to go directly straight towards the other iron farm, not only will it go through this water, but it will also go through that one. So I'm going to need to create a path that cuts through but does not involve breaking off either of these water streams. So it will be much more of an indirect path. Interesting. The glass here is gone. Did I put glass here? Anyways, this goddamn world corruption thing is really throwing me off today. But I'm probably going to have to make the whole system go a big way around the whole place. Like, this is going to be a very indirect path, I'm willing to bet, based off of how this is going to have to go. So I'm going to need to get a whole bunch of hoppers for that, which means I'm going to need to sit down at the wood farm for a little bit, so that way I can get all of the chests in order to begin constructing that. So that way it will, so what I'm thinking is basically over here at this level, hey, there's a guy burning, go all the way around, through here, underneath the bridge, going directly across this direction, and then looping back in for there. So basically just, I'm guessing kind of a semicircle, but it's going to be much more of just the top half of a square, I'm thinking. It's also going to be very slow, but doing this is just going to be nice, because if I did this with water, it would have been way too slow. If I did this with water, the iron would have despawned well before it actually got here. Like, well before. So, by me updating over to hoppers, this will be able to be so nice. So, I just need to actually, build all of that. But anyways, guys, that'll probably be doing it for today's episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to see me do anything here in the future, be sure to tell me. I always love hearing your guys' suggestions. This is a sandbox game. There's always an infinite number of things I can always wind up doing, and there's always an infinite number of projects that I am doing in this world. I have a AFK thing. I was wanting to get extra villagers at one point. But yeah, guys, that's what I'm going to be doing it for today's episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys here in the next one. So long. See ya. Wow. Clipped. Bye. Super secret addition to the outro. I was doing stuff with villagers, doing a whole bunch of trading, got this guy maxed out. One of the books he offers, Silk Touch. Yeah! Woo! Technically it's also offers Fortune 2, but Silk Touch for 10 emeralds. Woo! He's so excited! I've been waiting for a Silk Touch villager forever. You don't understand. You don't understand. I've been needing a Silk Touch villager for so long.